Okay, hello my friend. Hopefully that you are doing great. So in this lesson, I want to show you how to verify the test result with the TestNG because as of now, you can see we just get the test the test display on the UI, or we can just print out the status of the element on the page, but we didn't do anything actually verification for our test. So now I want to introduce for you a way that TestNG provides for us a very convenient way to, verify the test result from the UI. So how to do that? I want to reuse from the login test here from previous lesson. And I just delete all of them. I just delete all of the unnecessary code here and then try to remove all of the unnecessary printout here. So I try to re-enable what we had before, but now we are trying to do something like, actually test. So let me try to do it, a little more elegant. So this one, I don't want to see is the priority 1 or 2. I don't care about that, right? Because I don't think we need to do anything in order here. So in the real application, actually, the less dependencies between the test methods will be the more the good approach for you. So you don't need a lot of dependency based on each method. So here I want to do something like test with the login with correct credential here, and then I will test login with incorrect credential. So two tests. Okay. So this one is the test with correct credential, and another one something like I will try to make it to something like wrong here for the password. So basically I will have wrong credential. So I will go to the login page for both tests. Okay, cool. Now if I try to go back here, for example, I will try to input the correct credential here, and then what I hit the login button. So what you see here is will navigate us to another page here, and we have a different information here. So I will do something very basic, and then you can do the rest yourself. Okay. So first thing first, I wanna I wanna do what? I wanna validate whether I am on the correct space based on the URL. The second thing that I want to inspect this one, and in this case, I want to get something like the information inside contains this sentence that you logged into the school area, and then I want to get some more information about this one. Okay, so I want to get what I want to do that I want to get not pay object created with our pay objects here. Yeah, it's the model here. So we have the page here, the login page, and let's try to create another page. So from this lesson to the rest of the lesson, we will try to do some real tests, not something like the sample anymore. So I want to do something separately here. So I will create a new page object here with the name. For example, I will call it dashboard, user dashboard, okay? Because in our real application, after you use the login, we often see something like the user dashboard page. And in this one, what I want to do, I will generate a new constructor, generate the constructor here. Okay, let me try to put some property first, and then I will generate constructor and getter setter methods, all of them one time. So I will have private by, it should be something like, let me see, I will call this one is, let's see what's the ID. So this is the flash message. Okay, by flash message r/true. And by the way, sorry for any background noise around. Okay, so equal by dot ID, not is ID, and then I will put the ID inside later. So the second thing I want to get, this one is the, I will call it the page title, okay? So private by page title. No, it's not page title, because if the page title is will be conflict with our page title, so I want to introduce the name like the page header. Here I declare the page header selector equal by, I think it should be CSS selector. Let's see the value. So this one, yeah, we only have only one S2 tag here on the page, so it should be CSS selector or by the tag name S2. And the first one should be have the ID flash here. Okay, so let me put the ID flash here. And I want to check something more. That this is the 8.4 and this is a subheader. Okay, so I can do something like, you see the class name here, subheader. So let me try to copy this one. Okay, so this is a sub. It's the selector. I wanna do fast because you already how to get all of the information. So I don't wanna slow down anymore because you know it's not beginner anymore, right? So you can do something fast like this. So we have class name, subheader, and this one it should be the page title. No, the page content. This is the subheader. No. Yeah, this is the subheader. Right. We already have that. And the final one should be the logout button here, so you can see this one in the form class example, and then the task H here. So what I do, I will put it something like by CSS selector should be the class name example, and then I go to the task H here. So it should be the logout button here. Is it correct? Yeah, it's correct. So this is the logout button. Now after that, I will try to erase the constructor and select no. I don't need any the property in the constructor, and then after that I will erase just getter for all of this one. Okay. Now the type returns is not by, but I want to return the web element, right? And then I will try to replace all of them here. And then I will return this one, not this one. So I will return driver dot, okay, this should be web driver instance, and this dot driver equal driver here. And what I need to do, I will declare a private property web driver. That's it. Now what I do, I will call something like driver dot file element, this one, and then I will driver dot file element, this one, and driver dot file element, this one as well. You can try to do it quickly. Driver dot file element, the login button here. So I have just created a basic page object that you already knew, right? So here in the login test, I log in, and after that I want to make sure that the user in the correct space. So first thing first, I want to get the expected H2 here. So that means I want to get the page header information. So I will declare something like string expected page header equal So it should be equal the expected value that you need to copy from the page here is circular area, and then the actual page history equal. Now what I want to do, I will get the user. I will create a new user dashboard page here equal new user dashboard page, and I put driver instance inside here. I will get the user dashboard page instance, and then I will get the page header selector. The method's name here is not perfect, right? But we know that it will return for us an element for the page header selector, right? And then after I get the web element, I will get the test. This will be the actual page header value. And now, first thing, the first verification that I want to compare whether the expected page history here is equal the actual page history that the test will return for me. So I will try to use the assertion from the TestNG here, and then I will call something like assertion equal. It will provide the actual page history and the expected page history here. So that means I want to assert the actual and the expected page history here. So I want to try to do something here like inbox static. It seems we don't have any static. And here I want to remove this one. I just put something like assert equal. So here you can see you can make it shorter by using inbox status, assert class dots, or the method inside that one. A little related to the performance here, but I don't think it's there so much that we can care about, right? So we can inbox by this way, and then we can use here convenience, very convenience here. So we just call something like assert equal, it should be enough. Okay, so first thing, I want to try to run this method only to see whether it's work as expected first. So I will try to edit the configuration, and then I change the test type to methods. So that means here I want to run this method only in this test class, okay, and then click OK. So now after method, I want to close the browser. So I will put something after method. So I will close the. Okay, so we can do it inside here, and then I will introduce for you how to manage the driver instance later. Okay, so let's call driver.close first, okay? And then we run it. So now the browser is now launching for the test. Okay, the testing is failed. Let's see what is the problem. So if I open the configuration here, and you see we are missing the testing URL here equal. So let's try to put the testing URL, the base URL here, and this one, and remove the trailing slash at the end. Click OK, okay, and then you run it again. So this time technically it will work. So the browser is now launching. Navigate to the target testing URL, click, and everything is okay. You see, it's bad now, but I don't want to see just the successfully case. I want to trigger something that make it fail. So for example, I want to adjust, I want to modify something for the expected page header value here to be something different, and probably it will be failed. And I just want to see how the failed test result look like, and then I want to show you in that case. Okay. So the browser is now launching again, and it's navigated to testing page, and boom, done. But now you see the browser is not terminated after the test because why? This assertion is failed. So that means it cannot go to the rest step. So I will introduce for you what is the short assertion later to move forward. That means if you have some verification at the middle failed here, you can still execute the rest of your code line in your test method, but it will be in another lesson. So in this lesson, you see it's failed here, and you see the yellow here and the H sign here at the end, not the V. So you can see the expected is secure area and underscore, and the actual is secure area. So that means our test works as expected, right? So in this lesson, I have just tell you how to use a very beginning and basis for TestNG assertion and you in your test script. So try to practice yourself first and then see you in the next lesson.